This will be a walkthrough of the midterm practice skills exam. You'll want to take a checkpoint or snapshot. It's called differently depending on your virtualization software. In Hyper-V, it's called a checkpoint. Let's click the action menu. Click checkpoint. Enter before practice 1. Now I can jump back in time and redo the midterm multiple times. You'll notice in the Hyper-V window, we have a before practice 1. So after completing the practice, you can right-click and apply the checkpoint. All of your inputs will be deleted and you'll be taken back to this point in time to practice again. For now though, we want to log in as root. We want to create a practice directory under the root directory. If you omit the / in front of practice, you'll create it inside of the root home folder, and it will be in the wrong location. So now I'll change into the practice directory. Again, making sure that I put the /. pwd should show / practice. You should not see /root / practice. Following with the instructions, we make 3 subdirectories called HR, Data, and Backup. HR is in uppercase in this example. If you type ls, you can view that you created the directories correctly. Next, create a file in the HR folder. I will change into the HR folder. Verify with print working directory. I'll use Vim. And I will type handbook.txt as the file name. I will hit I. Notice insert appears in the lower left corner. I'll type the message. Using escape after I've completed the message, insert disappears in the lower left corner. Using :WQ, we'll write and quit. I see the file has been written to the disk. I'll do ls-l. I can see the permission and ownership of the file. The next step is to change the ownership from root to user 1. The chown command or change ownership command, followed by the username, followed by the file name. ls-l verifies that the owner has changed to user 1. The next step, set permissions to read, write, read, and read. As I'm looking, this is already set, so I don't really need to make any changes. If I needed to make changes because it was shown as some other permission, I would use the chmod command. I would use 6 for read and write, 4 for read, 4 for read again, and the name of the file. But as you can see, the permissions were already read, write, read, and read. Now let's change and create a database.txt file in the data directory. So I use cd. I need to back out of the HR directory. I'll use 2 single dots / data. I could alternatively have typed change directory /practice /data. Both commands would have taken me to the correct location. Use the one that best suits your skill set. Now I'll use Vim database.txt. I'll use I for insert. I'll type the message. After the message is typed, make sure you use escape again to get out of insert mode. Use your :WQ again to write and quit. Use an ls-l to verify the file is created. Now we need to change the group on the database to users. That's the chown command, but this time we'll use a colon to specify we're going to be changing the group. Type in users, type in the file name, press enter. ls-l verifies that the group has been changed from root to users. Next, the permissions need to be changed to read-write with others having no permission. This file is not set correctly. So chmod to change the mode section of the file. 6 is for read-write. We'll do 6 again and a 0. Followed by database.txt. Using an ls-l, we see the permissions are now set correctly. rw, and then followed by the 3 dashes at the end. The next step is to copy these files to the backup folder. I'll change directory into backup. I will copy the files one at a time. I use my tab to autocomplete. I'll use my period at the end to say copy it here into the backup folder. So in both instances, I'm using the relative path. I'm using double dots to back up out of the backup directory and then go into the respective folders, HR and data, followed by the file name, followed by the period to say I want to copy it here into the backup folder. Viewing with the ls command, I see the 2 files have been copied. Next, rename the files so that they have a .bak extension. The move command renames files. Type the file name, followed by the new file name. In this case, we're just changing the last 3 letters. Now I'll back out into the practice directory. I want to create a symbolic link that links to the handbook.txt file, ln-s, and I'm going to use the full path, practice, hr, handbook.txt. I'll press enter. I made a typo. Now ls-l, I'll see cyan in color, that handbook.txt is pointing to the correct file in the correct directory location. If it shows up as red because you mistyped something, you'll need to delete it and recreate it. The last parts of the lab are fill in the blank. How much space does the root directory have? Disk free is the command, followed by -h, pressing enter. Here on the right side, you'll look for the /, then you'll look to the left, and you'll have available column. We have 29 gig of space available on the root directory. That will be the answer. What command shows the permissions and ownership of the database.txt file? If you remember, that was the ls-l command. If you want to be specific, you can use /practice /data /database.txt. What command would you use to view the contents of the handbook.txt file? You could view it with the Vim editor, alternatively with the cat command. And another answer, you could view it with the less command. So the most common answer should be cat, less, or one of your VI or Vim editors. At this point, the lab is done. If you want to repractice, as I said before, right-click on your checkpoint, apply it, apply again. In a few moments, your machine is reset to the beginning of the practice, and you can start again. Once you're done practicing, you'll want to delete the checkpoint.